This week in gaming history.
Whoa!
Oh, that's
Hello.
the sound you make when we're back.
Hey, everybody.
Yeah.
It's gaming history. Look, history.
Historical. I'm wearing a tie and a graduate's cap.
Yeah, you just can't see it.
You just can't see it. I don't want you to see it, but I want you to think about it.
But listen to this. I don't know if you probably can't hear it.
I can't hear it, but I'm imagining something going.
That's right.
Yeah. That song's burned into my soul.
I don't even know if they can hear it. Oh, yeah, they can. It's just really quiet.
I think you should just blast it. No one cares what you have to say if you can be listening to Tetris music.
No, but Sky, it's you more because you're coming through the same.
Oh, damn me.
And Skype like mutes it.
That's all my fault then. So I need to listen to I should pull up the Tetris music on something here. Although that would be difficult and confusing as well.
Yeah, yours might be super loud.
Yes, I'll whisper.
Perfect.
That's my specialty.
Well, you can hear it in the very background. Classic Tetris music, Type A.
Type A. No one played Type B.
Type B is great.
What was Type B?
Here,
Huh. Yeah, it's not here. That's familiar, yeah. Oh, I hear it now.
Yeah, I turned it up. I turned you up way loud, but I'll have to turn it back down. Because they're probably hearing double.
Right.
Anyway, yeah, it's a classic. Ding, 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 ding. And that's the one that Tanaka wrote.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And then Type C music was Bach piece.
Right. That's crazy.
And all of them were arranged by Tanaka, but the second one he wrote himself.
Huh.
But of course, Type A has become synonymous with Tetris.
Yeah, it's true. Although, like, Tetris Effect, I don't even know if that song is in there.
I can guarantee that it is.
Huh.
You know
I can't
why?
remember there.
Because the Tetris company has a bunch of rules that every single Tetris game has to follow.
And it includes having the Type A music.
And one of them is having Korobareki in it, yeah. Hey, dude Boyle. How's it going? Welcome to Gaming History. We're doing some Tetris. But yeah, that song is called Korobone. Wait, what is it called? Man, got so much information on Tetris.
It's so weird to me that Nintendo never owned Tetris.
What do you mean by that?
Well, there's the Tetris company. In the same way that there's the Pokemon company, where they're like these separate entities, even though I really strongly associate them with Nintendo.
Well, they kind of did own it. For a while. The Tetris company was founded in 1996.
Oh.
Yeah, the rights to Tetris is an absolutely insane story.
Doesn't Alexei Pajitnov just get totally screwed?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah, let's go all the way back to the USSR.
Oh, man. Das Vidanya.
I wish we could play that Beatles song.
Yeah.
But anyway, this is what the first version of Tetris looked like here.
Yeah.
This is what Pajitnov made. Alexei Pajitnov. It was made on the Electronica 60 in 1979.
They should make a new system called that.
I know, right? Everything should be the Electronica.
Yeah.
But yeah, in 1979, he was just kind of futzing around with this. He was hired by the Soviet Academy of Science in the computer center, and his job was to test computers. But his ambition was to use computers to make people happy, because he's just an awesome dude. That's one thing. One of the major things I've learned about Tetris is Pajitnov is just awesome.
When I think of Alexei Pajitnov, I think of that one picture of him with like a hard helmet on from BGM.
Yeah,
Like,
totally.
Like with a startled face, the Tetris block is falling.
Yeah, going like this.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah.
Totally. That's exactly how I picture him as well. And
Yeah,
it's weird, if you look him up, there's like more pictures of him with hard hats on. It's like a regular
really?
thing.
Huh. He's just into construction.
Yeah. And so yeah, he just started dicking around and making puzzle games for fun. And like this Electronica 60, like this is a screenshot from that, and he like it didn't have a graphics interface, so it was all made out of brackets and letters and stuff. You can see like the frame of the Tetris thing is like backslashes and greater than symbols and stuff. So that's how he made it. He wanted to make a puzzle game from his childhood featuring pentominoes. Are you still there, Grimpen? Oh, there's a poor network connection. Anyway, we'll see if Grimpen gets back. That's weird. Oh, see, the music got way louder because it just disconnected. Oh, you getting a call from a ghost. It's a ghost.
What the?
Ah!
Oh my gosh, is it working?
Yeah, it's all. It sounds like it's all working.
It didn't. It just straight up crashed. I don't know what that was.
Huh? Yeah.
Weird.
They just told me it had a connection problem.
Huh.
No.
Well, a ghost called you back.
And the ghost. That's what a ghost does. He disappears and comes back.
Yeah. Ghosts will always call back if it's important.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know what you missed, but I was just explaining how it was all made without a graphical interface, and it's all backslashes and stuff like that.
That is, I see the pictures of it now. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's nonsense.
And so he wanted to make in 1984, he wanted to make a game based off of his love of pentominoes from childhood.
Right.
And I learned some stuff about pentominoes. It's basically it's just a shape that you can make out of 5 squares.
Right.
And there's like a combination of 12 possibilities of shapes you can make out of 12 individual squares. Out of 5 individual squares.
Right. 12 shapes, 5. Okay, yeah.
Exactly. But and so he loved playing with these puzzle pieces as a kid, but he felt like 5 shapes, or he felt like 12 combinations was too much. 12 shapes. And that'd be too complicated.
Yeah.
So he went down to tetrominoes, which is 4 squares, and there's only 7 combinations.
And it's the perfect amount.
And those are those, yeah.
Don't they all have names?
What's that?
Don't all of the shapes have names too?
No, that was sort of a meme that went around, just like a joke somebody made. That they all had names in the instruction book. But then
Right.
Jeopardy, a year later, used it as a question.
Weird.
Thinking
Citing
like,
it as fact or citing it as a meme?
saying it as fact.
Oh, that's funny.
They're like, this game had characters such as Orange Ricky. That was one of the names.
Did anyone get it?
I think so, because it was more it made it fairly obvious that it was Tetris outside of.
Oh, yeah.
Let me see.
That's weird shit.
I didn't actually, write that one down.
Jeopardy is not infallible.
So the question was the 7 rotatable blocks used in this video game, right? So you already know.
Right.
Oh, and it had a picture of all of them.
Oh, so
So
it's
it was-
impossible to get wrong.
Super, super easy. But then it had a arrow pointing to the orange L. That's Orange
Yeah.
Ricky.
Cool.
Blue line is Hero.
Yeah, that's totally the hero. Yeah.
Yeah. And yellow cube was Smash Boy.
And all of that lines up.
Yeah,
is
it was kind of crazy actually. The guy who tweeted it actually like modified the instruction book
Jeez.
to have Orange
like a
Ricky,
fancy-
Blue Ricky, Cleveland Z, Rhode Island Z, Hero, Tiwi, and Smash Boy.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
Good old internet.
Yeah, it's just some internet fun. Anyway, I also found out this is weird too. So like, a domino is a shape is just a shape that has two squares right next to each other, but it has nothing to do with why dominoes are called dominoes.
Oh.
I know. That's
Like,
just
it totally makes sense if you
weird
think about
side
it.
fact. I know, right? In mathematics, it like domino does mean like two squares next to each other. It just has literally nothing to do with the name dominoes from.
Weird.
Yeah, very strange. Anyway, you know how he came up with Tetris?
Oh.
It's the title. I made it the title of the stream today. He combined Tetromino with his favorite sport, tennis.
Tetromino. Wow.
Tetromino tennis.
Whose favorite sport is tennis? I don't
know,
like this
right?
guy anymore.
I know, it's bizarre.
Yeah.
He's a weird guy, but he's awesome.
Yeah. I guess I'll let you be weird if you're gonna be awesome.
Completed lines he found filled the screen too quickly. Like it ended the game really quickly if you just filled it up. So he deleted them, and that's how that came to be. And the original version had no scoring, no levels, but they actually, so he made it in this program, and then him and a couple other guys helped him port it to the IBM machine.
Huh.
Can't remember what it was called.
PC?
No.
The computer. Damn.
But one of the main guy that actually helped him was 16 at the time.
Huh. Crazy.
IBM I guess it was PC. It was called the IBM PC.
Huh.
That was in 1986.
Right.
And that version did have scoring and stuff, and it was a little nicer. Actually, I have a picture of that one too.
Whoa.
So that was like Tetris version 2. Had some
That's
colors.
It must have been so much more difficult to design stuff that way too, because it's all like theoretical almost.
Yeah.
Like he's not getting. Wow. Yeah.
Well, and that was the other weird thing, right? So they lived in the Soviet Union.
Yeah.
And like, the idea of selling something, like creating something and selling it, just didn't exist.
Right.
The Academy owned the game.
Right.
Right,
the Academy of Science.
Yeah, exactly. But and together, this 16-year-old and Pajitnov and this other guy, made a bunch of like a pack of games that it was something like the Computer Fun Fair they were gonna call it.
Right.
It was a bunch of games packed together, but Tetris was by far the most popular, and soon it was, I guess, all over the place. There was in the institute. There's a medical institute, a computer medical institute that banned it because it was just too many people were getting addicted to it.
That's crazy.
I know, right? And that's just like the very beginning, and it was like instantly started catching fire, and people were like, "Holy shit, this is fun!
This game is a drug."
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like a magic thing they found. And so they they decided they wanted to sell just Tetris, basically.
Yeah.
I can't remember. Oh yeah, right. So they couldn't sell it, basically. So they just started giving it away, and they.
Why couldn't they sell? Like, you'd think something like that amazing people would want to buy.
Well, I don't know. The Academy wasn't interested. Like it just wasn't what the Academy was there to do. They were like,
We're not- yeah.
like, what are you doing? You're making games. And so they couldn't sell it personally because the intellectual property just didn't exist.
It belonged to the school, yeah.
Yeah.
And by virtue of that, it belonged to the Russian state, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So this just started giving it away, and they gave it to a Hungarian publisher.
Huh.
And it started making the rounds in Hungary and Poland, and then this producer from London saw it in Hungary, and this guy named Robert Stein, and this is where it starts getting complicated.
Oh, because it's not complicated yet.
The rights start going crazy here. Robert Stein finds this game. Yeah, it's awesome. And he contacts Pajitnov. Nobody wants to make it because it's Soviet made.
Right.
But he finally finds some publishers. In Europe, there's this company called Mirasoft, and they have a affiliate in the US called Spectrum Holobyte.
Okay, I've heard of them before.
Well, and a man named that you also heard of.
Howard Lincoln?
No, Hank Rogers.
Okay, yeah.
Hank Rogers works for Holobyte, for
Right.
Spectrum Holobyte. Okay.
Yeah.
So they've got Mirasoft publishing it in Europe, and USA. In the USA, Spectrum Holobyte is publishing it. But here's the thing: Stein made these deals without actually ever officially signing a contract with Pajitnov or the Soviets at all.
Oh. He just was doing it in bad faith all along?
Pretty much. He just he knew. I don't know. Yeah, I think he.
Is he a villain or is he an idiot? Is the question.
He's kind of. I mean, he's smart. He noticed the potential for Tetris for sure.
Right.
And at that time, it was kind of complicated on how you would negotiate with the Soviet Union on something like intellectual property.
Right.
They were using faxes, and I guess there was a thing where they didn't. The Soviets didn't realize that a fax was legally binding, or there was just all this miscommunication as well. So I guess it's a combination of both.
Yeah.
But so, in any case, they put them out, and the American company overhauled the graphics.
Yeah.
But kept the Russian theme, and it was ported to a whole bunch of systems, including the Amiga. And so this is what this one looked like.
I'll tell you in 30 seconds.
Yeah. Oh, right. I'm not sharing my screen anymore.
It's true.
This was the Amiga version. That was also ported to a whole bunch of stuff. The Atari ST, the 2X Spectrum, Commodore 64. So this is the one that came out in the States.
That looks so cool.
Yeah, and that was the other crazy thing is it actually did keep a whole bunch of Russian imagery and themes.
That's an awesome tattoo or something too. Just like a spaceman.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
But it's probably Mir 1 or something. It's a Russian. Their actual goal was to make something made by Soviets marketable. They wanted to make people buy something that was made by the Soviet Union.
Crazy.
So yeah, where the hell? Oh, but so this version didn't make any mention of Pajitnov. It just said made in the USA and designed abroad.
Oh.
Yeah. and despite like the Soviets didn't know, but and these became huge hits and won awards.
At what point did they find out?
And so, well, that was the thing. So now Robert Stein has got this game that is a hit that he doesn't even own.
Right.
So he contacts Pajitnov.
Yeah.
And negotiates the rights, but still doesn't. Oh man, yeah. So he's just trying to negotiate the rights. We'll leave him there.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Spectrum Holobyte sells the Japanese rights to Hank Rogers.
Okay.
Who works for Spectrum Holobyte.
Yeah.
Mirasoft,
they're
however,
selling to their own employee.
Yeah.
Huh.
To sell the game in Japan.
Okay, sure.
Mirasoft, however, who's publishing it in Europe,
yeah,
also sells the rights to making it in Japan. They sell it to Tengen, which is a subsidiary of Atari.
Yeah, they're the off-brand Nintendo cartridges.
Exactly, and there is and so they make the first NES Tetris.
Huh.
There's actually 2 NES versions of Tetris.
Yeah, the Tengen cart is the expensive one.
Super rare, I'm sure.
Yeah, yeah.
At one point, the Russians had almost a dozen companies who thought they owned the rights.
And who actually is the owner of the rights at this point?
Still the Soviets, technically.
Right.
The government.
Yeah.
And the academy.
Because they just never officially sold them.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. What the hell?
But he does what's his name? Sorry. Robert Stein does eventually negotiate the rights in 1988.
Yeah.
But Pajitnov still isn't getting paid. And it's still yeah. It's there's like a new there's a whole other organization that starts up in the Soviet Union that manages this called Eleknor Technica.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You don't want to have them on your back.
It's the Soviet Union's central organization for the import and export of computer software.
That doesn't sound as cool.
And yeah, for short, they're called ELORG.
ELORG.
Yeah. So ELORG.
The ELORG.
ELORG's the one that they're talking to now.
Yeah.
And Stein negotiates the rights for these PC games that are selling.
Yeah.
So he thinks he has the rights, but then you've got Spectrum, Holobyte, and the other guys, Mirasoft, who think they have the rights, and now there's Japanese guys that have the rights. And now that same year, Nintendo is gearing up to release the Game Boy. This is all in 1988.
Yeah.
And they're super attracted by Tetris by its simplicity and established success on the NES. So Tengen releases the NES version. It's a big hit.
That's so weird because Nintendo was pissed at Tengen for releasing the NES version too.
Well, they eventually get in a big war.
Okay, right.
Because here's the thing: is Hank Rogers is a friend of Yamauchi, who's the president of Nintendo at the time.
I see.
Hiroshi Yamauchi.
Yeah.
And so Hank Rogers decides I'm gonna get the rights for Nintendo.
Right. For my friend.
Yeah. So he phones Robert Stein.
Yeah.
And says, "What's the deal? Can I get rights to publish on the handheld? Can I get the handheld rights for this game?" And the Soviets knew about the PC versions
Yeah.
But they didn't know about all these. They didn't know about the Tengen version. They didn't know about all this other stuff.
But, like, I guess it wasn't that easy to do research in those days.
I don't think it was, and especially in the Soviet Union.
Right.
Like you're talking about, like the computer science lab that he worked at was one of the few places that wasn't cut off,
Right.
from the rest of the world.
Right.
So they didn't know that, like, there was a version in Japan that was popular and stuff like that. So as Rogers is talking to Stein,
Yeah.
he starts to realize something's off. And he goes to Russia himself and talks to whatever they're called. Ergo.
Electro.
Elorg.
Elorg.
So he goes himself and talks to Elorg. And he goes, look what I got. And he shows them a Tengen cartridge of Tetris. And they go, holy shit. You are like, you're making, like, they think Nintendo's the ones that are making rip-offs of Tetris. They're like, I can't believe you made a cartridge of Tetris. That's not, like, you don't have the right to do that.
Yeah.
Apparently, Rogers paid them the equivalent of $40,000 on the spot, and secured the rights to Tetris, at least for the Game Boy,
for $40,000 only.
Yeah, but
wow.
Yeah, so, and he was like, and he also threw Stein under the bus too. He was like,
right.
I got the rights through Stein.
Right.
And so this is where the Soviets realize everything, how complicated the path of the rights of all these has been.
Right.
Meanwhile, Rogers also befriends Pajitnov over a game of Go.
Oh, they love Go.
This Hank Rogers guy, he's pretty sneaky.
Yeah, it's true.
He knows what he's doing. And so Pajitnov, from then on, supports Rogers through all of the negotiations, to the detriment of the Microsoft guy and Stein, who are both actually, they also fly to Russia to start negotiating this.
Oh, but okay, so in my mind, Stein should have no right to it at this point, though. He just started selling it randomly, didn't he?
Pretty much.
Like, what is he thinking?
But he did negotiate a contract with them once it started getting big to own for the PC versions. And this is what then, right. So then the Russians send Stein an updated contract. And there's this whole bunch of clauses in it and stuff.
Yeah.
And so he doesn't notice that there's one clause in there that very strictly defines a computer as having a keyboard and a mouse. Which just completely restricts his rights to only the PC versions.
Yeah.
Which are the ones that he negotiated for.
Huh.
And he doesn't notice this, and so he signs the contract.
That's some shiesty stuff.
And so then, once that happens, in 1989, Nintendo sends a cease and desist to Atari.
Yeah.
To stop making the NES version of Tetris. And Atari contacts Microsoft, who say, no, we have the rights. You have the rights. It's all good. And apparently, the Microsoft president actually pressured Mikhail Gorbachev to cancel the contract with Nintendo.
Wow. That's like big international trade occurring at this point.
Isn't that crazy? I know.
Yeah.
November 1989, Nintendo and Atari go to court in San Francisco. And Atari sought to prove that the NES, which in Japan was called the Famicom, is a computer and not like a
means family computer.
Exactly, family computer. That was part of their whole thing. But also apparently they also tried to convince people that it was like it was intended to be hooked up to a computer. and it just didn't sell. Plus, Nintendo had Pajitnov and the Soviets, and like somebody flew in representing Pajitnov and was like, no, it was the contract was only the contract with Stein was only for computers.
Right.
It was never meant for anything else.
Right. That's nuts.
And so the judge ruled that Microsoft never actually held the rights, and Nintendo won. So on June 21st, 1989, Atari withdrew its NES version from sale, and thousands remained unsold in their warehouses.
Huh. I feel like Atari Tetris would be pretty terrible.
Probably. Sega was also going to release one for the Genesis, because they the Japanese rights, actually when Microsoft sold the Japanese rights, they split it even further between console and arcade rights.
Oh my gosh.
And I believe Sega got arcade rights, and there's on the Sega Genesis Mini there's a port of the arcade version.
Right. That's crazy. There's that was a big deal that was included for the first time.
Yeah.
I remember when I worked at the game store, people would get reproduction carts of Genesis Tetris.
Oh, really?
And I just didn't see the point in that. Like, it's not an official version of the game, so it's not a collector's item, and you can play Tetris anywhere.
Well, what was a reproduction Tetris cartridge?
Like,
did they put the arcade version on it?
No, because I guess the Genesis version or whatever was out there somewhere in some fashion, I thought.
Oh, they might have
Maybe
just had
the arcade
it was
code, but
yeah, actually you're right. They produced copies of it. They just never sold it.
Right. So yeah, the code must have leaked. Someone dumped it, and then there are these people who are able to burn chipsets with whatever games you have the ROMs for. So
right.
Like we would get people would do like anything that had fan translations as well, but
right.
And those made sense to me. Tetris is Tetris. Yeah. Like you can play it on anything.
It is interesting that it's like a really weird. It's like having a Star Fox 2 cartridge or something. It's like a game that never was.
That's true. It is weird, but that's a tough one to explain to someone who's not also super into games.
Totally. Yeah, you have to have this 7-page story that I wrote down.
So self-explanatory.
It's insane. The rights just
Is there
crazy.
A movie or a documentary about this?
No, not really. There's a 9-minute BBC documentary, like a short documentary, but no.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty crazy and cutthroat too.
There's also I don't know. They were gonna make a Tetris movie in 2016, but I thought it was more like Battleship or where it's
about the game.
Yeah.
Right. Huh.
Anyway, here's the cool thing about Pajitnov is when Stein first said, okay, I made all these PC ports and they're doing great, even though Pajitnov had no idea. He was just he was so happy that people were playing it and that people loved it.
Yeah.
And even though he didn't make any money or much money from a long time for it. He was always cool about it, and he called the game an electronic ambassador of benevolence. That was his whole thing.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And so now he's around this time he's gaining a reputation in the late 80s in the West, and he's talking to industry leaders and journalists and stuff.
Yeah.
And then meanwhile, the Game Boy sale of the game completely explodes, triples sales expectations, and he emigrates in 1991.
Crazy.
And works
to
for
America?
Spectrum Holobyte. Yeah.
Oh, right.
In Seattle. In 1996, so when I think it was the Nintendo agreement that stipulated that in a decade the rights would revert to Pajitnov, and in 1996 they did.
Right.
And he finally starts making money from it.
And he started the Tetris company.
And him and Hank Rogers start the Tetris
Right.
company together.
Huh.
And Pagano now gets a royalty on each game sold.
Well,
So it's
that's
a happy
feel
ending.
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
They
I
spend a
mean-
lot of time. One of their big things is removing clones for the Tetris company spends a lot of time removing clones.
Interest still?
Yeah, I think that's one of the big
Weird.
things. In 2005, EA, through some complicated stuff, ended up with the rights to Tetris on handheld stuff and on mobile
And it
phones
was
and stuff.
terrible.
Yeah, and they just lost it last
Wow.
this April.
Their Tetris game was so bad.
And I believe didn't they they just removed it from the store.
I think so too. But then if
Mm-hmm.
you bought it or whatever at the time,
You lost it.
oh, I thought you could download it again. I don't even know.
Oh, maybe.
I have no idea. Something, yeah. I don't know.
Guinness recognizes it as the most ported game in history.
Wow.
In October 2010, it was reported it was on over 65 platforms.
That's nuts.
There's probably at least another 10 since then.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of known for computational complexity. It has objectives that are NP complete. Sure, that means something to somebody. The earliest versions had no music.
So is it the game that makes it MP complete, or is it the music coupled with the game?
No, it's the game.
Oh.
It's like, yeah, it's a mathematical thing, I think.
It's not a mental state it sets you into.
No. But there's lots of science studies about it, actually.
Yeah.
It's been shown to have a positive cognitive effect on the brain. They say playing Tetris for about half an hour daily boosts general cognitive functions and increases the cerebral cortex thickness.
It's essentially forced meditation in a way.
Yeah,
Like, because you have to clear everything from your brain if you're going to do it.
it's true.
Yeah.
Reviews were insanely good at the time, and it's been on obviously lots of best of all time lists. But just you saying that made me think of this quote by Next Generation. I don't know what they are, but they had Tetris as number 2 in their best games of all time. But they just said there's something so perfect, so zen about the falling blocks of Tetris that the game has captured the interest of anyone who's ever played it.
Wow.
It's true. It's weird.
Yeah.
It is a magical game.
It's impossible not to, yeah. It's like, well, I don't even know what it's like. It's like Tetris. Like,
Yeah, it's true.
but you could show it to the oldest person, and it starts slow enough, and it's a simple enough concept that, like, it's just immediately right with the brain.
Yeah. Yeah, they get it.
Yeah.
And like another study found that it reduces PTSD.
Wow.
Other studies have found it distracts from cravings or even treats lazy eye in children.
Crazy.
That song we were talking about, Type A, is actually a super famous Russian folk track.
Oh,
called
weird.
Korobeniki. Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, now it's become very, very iconic Tetris music. Actually, Pajitnov said he was like, when he realized how popular it was, he was like, "Oh my God, what have we done? Like now, every time someone thinks of that music, they'll think of Tetris and not Russia."
He's 100% right.
Exactly. But I
that's
think
because
I don't know. Tetris is pretty affiliated with Russia as well.
totally. When I think of like the Kremlin towers, when I think about
Yeah, it's like one of the most positive things.
yeah, and it's one of the few, like, there's a lot of negative things people think of when they think about Russia. So,
Exactly. So it's yeah.
Yeah.
It should be. So he should still be proud of it.
Totally.
But yeah, even at the time, reviews were insanely good. Like everyone just loved it immediately. Orson Scott Card.
Yeah.
Orson Scott
political.
Card joked that who wrote Ender's Game and stuff. He was a science fiction writer. He joked that the game proves Russia still wants to bury us, I shudder to think of the blow to our economy as computer productivity drops to 0.
Whoa.
I know, right? Received many, many awards even at the time.
I mean, he is also super racist.
Oh yeah, we should mention that too. Yeah. I don't mean to promote Orson Scott Card.
No, but he probably hated the Russians because he is super racist.
I don't know. I don't know. Isn't
Or
he
they're-
more color-based racist?
Yeah, and as long as you aren't gay, you're probably okay with him too.
Oh, probably, yeah. I don't know. But yeah, he's a horrible person.
Sure.
But he had a notable Tetris quote.
That's. I wish there was a book of notable Tetris quotes.
By horrible people.
Yeah. Everyone's got something to say about Tetris.
Oh, that's right. All the dictators and all the murderers.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Dahmer, what do you think of Tetris?
The Unabomber, what do you think?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Smart people like Tetris too, so you get some intelligent quotes.
For both EGM and IGM, it was number 2, 100 best games of all time. Actually, I still have that issue right here.
It's the best issue of any magazine.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
It's still weird that there's no way Super Metroid's the best game ever.
Yeah, you can make an argument for it though, so that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, you can make an argument for anything.
No. I mean, you can make a good argument. You can't make an argument for Bubsy 3D.
I bet there's someone who it's their favorite
It's
game.
a bad argument.
They might be a stupid person.
Yeah.
But they can't help that.
Yeah, but they're wrong, is what I'm saying. Anyway, it's also in the Library of Congress. It's also in the Museum of Modern Art.
Whoa.
There's a Game Boy that survived the Gulf War. They got bombed.
How long is something... Oh, keep going. I didn't know that kept going.
Oh, yeah. That's just continuously playing Tetris in the Nintendo store in New York City.
That's amazing. I would like to go to the Nintendo store.
Yeah.
Not that I would even really want anything there. I can't think. I don't want any Nintendo clothes. That's for
I'd
damn
probably
sure.
buy some. There's probably some cool crap.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe a cool cup.
Oh, dang it. I totally meant to, while I was doing that, go through some of these commercials.
Oh, there's cool Tetris commercials?
Yeah.
Huh.
I don't know if you'll be able to see them or hear them.
I probably won't. I'll be able to see them in a bit. But it's fine.
This is for Nintendo's Tetris on the NES.
Yeah.
Yeah.
NES.
They basically prescribed Tetris.
That's great. That's genius.
Yeah.
I wish advertising was still this in your face.
It's fantastic, I know.
And with kids talking to you.
This is now that one's good, but this is the greatest.
I'll stay quiet if you turn the volume way up. Or
okay, sure. We'll just watch this and then we'll comment after.
all right.
And I'm because I'm just gonna outright mute you because otherwise it'll. Here we go. This is the original Tetris Game Boy commercial. Uh-oh.
I still can't hear it.
I know. I'm trying. Oh, I can't hear it. It's not. Oh no. Dang.
Come on. Damn it.
Wait. No. Anyway, you don't really need to hear it. It's awesome enough
More of a mood piece.
with the visuals. The visuals are really.
Yeah.
So you got this robot. And he's like, I'll fight you. But you got the power of Game Boy in your hands.
Oh my god.
It's
That's
in stereo.
so powerful.
It's in stereo, and it's got awesome games like Tetris. And then you can beat any foe.
Oh my god!
I know.
Where do you think the costume is for that robot?
Oh
at this
man,
point
I
in
hope it
time?
still exists. It probably rotted away somewhere.
Do you think if somebody cosplayed as that, anyone would know what they were?
Oh, that would be amazing.
That would be some insane
That's
cosplay.
A deep cut.
That's the kind of cosplay I want to be doing.
Yeah. Anyway, play Tetris.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Time
Just
for Tetris.
talking Ted.
Yeah, I wish I was playing it against Robot from the Future.
Definitely, except for the fact that you would die at the end of
The
Tetris.
The Tengen version of Tetris had a 2-player mode, actually.
What
and
was
like
it? Was it side by side?
Yeah.
Oh,
And so and it also had like a computer, like a versus computer mode.
right.
But the NES, the Nintendo version didn't. Although it did have it in the code. Like once it was hacked later,
It was there.
people found it. Yeah, it was
Cool.
just unfinished. So we got 2 types of game and 3 types of music. This is the classic
We only
A type.
no. There's only one type of music.
No, all 3 are great.
Yeah, but one is the great.
You start
Oh,
at level
yes.
0.
How high does it go in this one? Only up to 10?
Oh, so that's that.
Now we've reached a point where Tetris it goes like 0 to 10, and then master levels.
Oh, there we go.
I can play on Master 2
Huh.
Tetris now.
I don't know what my Tetris level is. Oh yeah, I also had the world record there.
Wow, good job.
But we didn't
Oh,
want-
you don't have you had it written down.
Yeah, no, I had it like loaded
said
up
it.
to watch.
Oh, crazy.
I can watch it after.
How long is it? Don't they just
Oh, we
Tetris
wouldn't watch
forever?
the whole thing. You just
Okay.
see like how fast they are. It's crazy.
Oh, it's nuts. Yeah, it's nuts.
And they think like they set up the boards in ways that I would never even think of.
Oh, and like crazy future combos.
Yeah, exactly. Like they
Yeah.
leave a surprising amount of lines
Yes.
empty.
All on purpose too. Like,
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
Exactly. Oh, I forgot to leave the chat up.
I'm watching it.
Sweet. Nothing's going on.
Nothing's going on. Just
Just
me
building.
bitching about Skype dropping my call.
I'm building a big stack of. Man, my brain is messed up today. I don't
Big
know if I'm
stack
getting
of-
sick or what.
Red Chonkers or whatever it was called.
Yeah, Mr. Stompers. I don't know.
Stompin' Tom Chonkers.
That's it. We got a lot of heroes.
Yeah.
Another
Where's the
rule
best piece?
that the Tetris company imposes. It wasn't around in this game, obviously, but all the tetrominoes need certain colors from now on.
Oh, weird.
The heroes
Well, there's
are
also
blue.
Tetris DX on the GB Color too. That was this but color.
Oh. I think that might have actually still been before that rule was in place.
Oh, crazy. And this is before they introduced like the hold, which a lot of people think ruined Tetris, but I love the hold.
Yeah, me too. Like, I'm screwed here.
I'm still 30 seconds behind watching your Tetrising. You're still doing great as far as I can tell.
I kind of saved myself.
God, it's a perfect video game.
It kind of is.
The only thing it's missing is a good story.
It's far from my favorite. It's
No,
like
yeah.
I've never been a fan really, but I can't deny its magic.
It's true. It's not my favorite, but then Tetris Effect is so good too.
I loved it, but
Like
it's
it puts
still-
it even closer up the list. But yeah, it's
still-
not a favorite game of all time.
But like you say, it's hard. Like it's a pretty
Perfect.
easy case to make for best game of all time.
Yeah,
It really
it's
is.
true. Of all the games we played in gaming history, it might be the favorite game of the most people.
Probably.
Yeah.
Except for
'Cause
maybe
there's a
like
lot of,
Mario
like-
Bros. 3, like, you know, like something
Maybe,
like that.
but there's a lot of like old moms who had a Game Boy in their car
Right.
just to play Tetris.
Yeah, like the reach of it.
Yeah. It's insane stuff. I love Tetris.
It's classic shit, man.
But yeah, I guess there's more interesting story to it than actually interesting gameplay, watching at least.
Totally. I can't remember how this
I wonder-
works. When do I get to a new level?
I thought it would have been 10 lines, but maybe it must be 20? Or are you past 20?
No, I'm on 19.
Okay, it must be 20.
Hero!
Yes.
Oh, yeah. There, it's 20. Oh, that's a classic
See-
sound.
When I play Tetris, I generally try to set it up so I'm only getting Tetrises, as opposed to other lines.
What do you mean?
Like, I'm only getting clears with heroes
Oh,
on
right.
things.
right.
And because of that, I end up with some of the crazy combos that, like, master players have.
Right.
I wonder if that's what it is. That's my Tetris pro tip.
But you still
But
bank everything on hero, whereas the other Tetris players don't.
No, they bank everything on the S-shaped ones. And because they're the most common thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Apparently, if you only got S shapes, it would be impossible.
Huh.
You'd
Interesting.
you'd lose every time.
I mean, there's such a great catharsis to needing a hero when only getting S settings and then seeing a hero pop up in the next block.
There we go.
Like, it's one of the great
Boom.
features in gaming.
Tetros.
Tetris. That's my favorite Friends character.
Friends
Love.
remake where everyone was Tetrominos.
Yeah. Exactly.
Orange Ricky. Steve Wozniak was another guy who was a huge fan of Tetris at the time, especially on the Game Boy.
Yeah.
And apparently, he would regularly send in his high scores to Nintendo Power,
That's awesome.
and he was regularly the top scorer
Huh.
to the point where Nintendo Power stopped
Printing his?
printing his scores.
Poor
And
Steve.
he started sending in his scores with his name spelled backwards, and they started printing them again.
Wow. He fooled the system.
Yeah.
What did Duke Boyo tell us the other day, though? Never trust anyone named Steve.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
So he probably was up to something else.
He was. You all know those Wozniak shenanigans.
Wow, I got a sweet stat going on right now, man.
So far, your tower 30 seconds ago looks great.
It gets even more beautiful.
Wow. Like, you're just waiting on hero blocks.
Totally. Now I'm kind of getting desperate, though. Oh, yeah, here we go.
Oh, yeah.
Hero!
We all need another hero.
Level 3. Oh, that one was 10.
Oh, man. So I don't know what the barrier is. Maybe it's points?
Hero! Boom!
Yeah. Getting a Tetris, it's just a great feeling.
Pretty great.
It's like the original headshot. That's what we should. If we make a Tetris movie, we'll call it that.
I guess there was one company was gonna make a Tetris. Oh God! Oh no! Okay, one company was gonna make a Tetris movie
Huh.
in like 2016.
Right, but that was in the
Oh wait, I said that already.
Yeah.
Jeez.
There was also going to be the Joust movie at the same time.
Right.
Joust and Battleship, and I can't remember what other video game.
Monopoly.
Rampage got announced at the same time, and that happened.
Yeah. Ridley Scott's Monopoly never happened.
That's true.
Oh, that
could
doesn't
still-
work like it does in New Tetris. Uh-oh.
What happened? No T-spins?
Yeah, you can't spin it against a wall.
Nope. Yeah, that's why a lot of people think that New Tetris sucks. Because it's too easy. I need that to make me good.
Yeah. Good thing I have some space down there. Oh no, no, oh no, oh no, no, no. I've made
all
a huge
over now.
mistake. Oh no, oh. Game over.
You got game over.
Oh,
That's Tetris though. Like that's pretty good Tetrising.
DVD. Oops, shoot.
Not leaving your proper name.
Let's start to game. I don't want to. Is this how you had to quit the game? Might be that.
I don't remember
I
at
really
all.
remember doing this, stacking. things.
Weird. What a nutty thing.
So B-type on the NES, if you got far enough, a bunch of Mario characters would show up.
What?
Yeah.
And do what?
actually, not just Mario, Nintendo characters. It was like a early crossover.
What was in
You
there?
had Metroid, you had Kid Icarus.
What?
Yeah.
I had no idea. Only on B mode?
Yeah. And on like the hardest
Dude.
difficulty.
Huh. That's wild. I had no idea.
Yeah. I should have grabbed a screenshot of it.
Bet it looks really cool. Is it all at once? They all show up, or do you just?
I
keep
think it's
seeing
all at once, yeah. It's a big group of them all around like a castle or something.
Crazy. And like, it's just like the game is paused when you see this.
I think so. I think it's just
okay.
like a victory screen or something. Or like not even a victory screen, but like when you get to a certain line, it's like you get a little
You did
break.
it.
Yeah.
Right. Look at these Nintendos.
Yeah. You're great. But I also kind of hate Tetris.
What?
It's
No.
it kind of stresses me out after a while. Or actually, you know what it is? The feeling of having nowhere to put a piece is one of the worst feelings.
It's a bad feeling. It's true.
It's like it almost negates all the greatness of lining
See,
everything up.
That's such a good feeling. And I also love the feeling that it infects your soul when you play Tetris.
What do you mean?
Like, it reaches a point where you just see Tetris everywhere when you're playing Tetris.
Yeah, see, I don't know. I never really played it that enough to get that, I guess.
I love that feeling. It's like a drug-induced
I've gotten
thing.
that for other games, for sure.
Yeah. Like Guitar Hero.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Guitar Hero was a crazy one like that.
Oh, shit. See, like, I just want to kill myself. That feeling of, like, there's no place for it. It's just like...
No, it's cathartic.
No, it's like, just somebody
Your
kill me.
PTSD is going away. Being replaced with this feeling of inadequacy. You can't.
Oh, wow. I didn't
Tetris
even
could've-
get on the scoreboard that time.
Oh, man. That's the thing. And now that Tetris thinks you're a failure, what point is there?
Oh. This is how the addiction starts.
Yeah. That's what Jane's addiction was, I think.
Oh. Tetris.
Yeah.
It was like Pac-Man Fever.
Yep.
It was a novelty video game song.
Exactly. Ring around the rosy.
God, like, this is the worst. Like, I didn't leave a space for this cube, and now I'm just in hell.
Yeah. Worse than hell.
I cleared it, though, so that's okay.
Way worse than hell. Whoa. Like, I like the intensity of new Tetris compared to this. Like, I need, like, pulsing in my Tetris now.
It's crazy how fast Tetris gets in the new stuff, too.
It's nuts. But, like, somehow it's easier also.
Yeah, because you can, like, you can store stuff, and you can... it does that thing where... Like, in this game, as soon as you're on that row, on the bottom row, you stick to everything.
Oh, Oh yeah, that's
Whereas in the new games, you can like keep switching forms forever, basically.
true. Yeah. Right. Yeah, you can T-spin for a long time at least. Not
Yeah.
infinite, but almost.
Exactly.
I think you can actually turn on infinite too. Yeah, so it's true. Now Tetris is for babies.
But that just makes it so if it's going way faster, that gives you like that extra second.
Yeah. It's true, because sometimes it just fucking appears on the bottom.
Oh, I was saving the snow. No. Fuck Tetris.
Wasn't meant to be Tetris.
Oh god, no, no, oh no! Oh, that's it. Oh wow, I suck at Tetris.
It's not for the weak of heart. And clearly your heart is weak.
Can't pass level 4.
Yeah. You gotta work on your Tetris cardio.
I guess I do. Well, I'll do one more with music C.
What?
I'm gonna do
Nobody
A.
wants
I'm gonna go back to
C.
A-type, so. That's the Bach one.
Right. Nobody wants music C. Whoa. I just found an incredibly tiny tube of toothpaste
Oh yeah.
in my.
Like in your pants?
No, fumbling around in a desk in front of me while we're doing this.
Oh,
Just a really, yeah.
that's nice. Nice find.
Like something. If I just need a jolt of toothpaste. Mm. All right. Are you starting at a higher level now?
Yeah, I've been starting at level 4 each time.
Oh, okay.
Trying to beat
That's
level 4.
Right.
I haven't even gotten to level 5 though.
That's difficult. Yeah. Starting without ramping up is so hard.
That song, the Type A song, Korobaniki,
Yeah.
the original song is about a merchant and a girl, and they're haggling for goods as a metaphor for courtship.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, so it's probably like, oh, I'll buy that donkey off of you.
For 20 pieces of silver.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That
He
chicken.
says, no, I'll sell
The
it to you
breasts
for
on
your
that
skirt.
chicken look ripe. That kind of stuff.
Of course. I like a ripe chicken breast.
Sexy.
Most sexy song. And I am an expert on sexy songs.
Oh yeah, you wrote most of JLo's entire catalog.
Yeah, and those are, as we know, the sexiest songs.
Yeah. You're an expert at writing-
Seducing the mind.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. And-
It's a good thing to be an expert at.
yeah. It's also the first video game to be played in space.
That's cool. Is there like a PS4 in space at this point?
I don't know. Probably
The
not.
International Space Station?
Oh
No?
shit. I completely screwed myself.
Why would you do that? It's game over, man. No
I'm
level 5 for you.
never gonna make my level 5.
Nope. It's an unreachable.
Oh, I was close to saving something.
Huh.
Maybe not everything, but something. Yeah, that's all I got.
Crazy.
Perfect timing. Tetris.
The game about tets.
The game of life. Well, I'm going to play some Metal Gear. I'm not going to go into history the history of Metal Gear quite as deeply.
Not as exhaustive.
Yeah,
Oh man.
but yeah, there'll be some history.
Sweet.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it. So that's gonna be fun. So stay tuned, everybody.
Oh boy.
that energy level is gonna stay just at peak.
Peak
Grimpen
for Metal
gaming.
Gear.
So
yeah.
yeah, stay tuned.
Yeah.
And we're back with gaming history.
Yes.
It's Metal Gear.
Metal Gear?
Metal Gear.
Gear. Yeah. Okay. This game's about Venom Snake?
No, it's a real big boss.
Big Boss.
I don't
And which
know.
one is he?
I don't know.
Right.
But this game came out in 1987.
Oh.
Jeez. Yeah, or 1988 in North America on the NES.
Right.
And it's considered a progenitor of the stealth game genre. Kind of created its own genre. Fully developed by Hideo Kojima, who would go on to direct most of its sequels. Became a giant franchise.
Never heard of him.
Yeah, it's Metal Gear. A reworked port of the game was released for the Famicom a few months later, which later saw a release in international markets for the NES over the following years. Okay, so this I've never quite understood. So I think this must be the bad version.
And the MSX one is the good one?
Yeah.
Huh. I don't know that.
Because it was developed without Kojima's involvement and features drastically altered level designs, among other changes.
Right.
A more faithful port of the MSX2 version was later included in Metal Gear Solid 3 Subsistence.
Yeah. That sounds about right.
But it's actually about Solid Snake, and he's breaking into Outer Haven to destroy Metal Gear.
Metal Gear?
Metal Gear.
Metal Gear. Yeah. Cool. Outer Haven. Is that in New Zanzibar or Zanzibar Land?
Zanzibar Land? I think Zanzibar Land is Metal Gear 2.
Oh, okay. Is Outer Haven? That story just confuses me. I don't even know.
So the port was made by a different Konami division at Tokyo. They were given the same source code without the consent of the original team.
Huh.
Instead of the underwater infiltration from MSX2, the NES version starts the game with Solid Snake parachuting into the middle of a jungle. That is this game for sure.
That's what you're doing?
Yeah. Who are never seen or mentioned after the intro.
Sweet.
But it follows the same basic story by the sounds of it.
Huh.
But the NES version was the one that served as the basis for a couple of home computer ports released by Ultra Games.
I know the logo. I can visualize the logo when you say that.
People still seem to like the NES version at the time.
Huh.
Because it was the only version we got.
Right.
So it was still
good
like,
enough.
Quite well, and it was like still quite revolutionary as far as
Right.
like being a stealth game and stuff.
Yeah.
EGM named it the 35th best console video game of all time in 1997.
That's not true.
Citing
Well,
how
I guess
they
in
said you have to
1997.
think like a spy to win, which means you don't always have to fight.
It's true. Sometimes you can hide next to a box.
Oh, and so the success led to the creation of two separately produced sequels. Snake's Revenge was produced specifically on the NES in North America and Europe, while the other two, Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake, was made by Kojima.
So that's the official sequel.
Yeah, and the latter was followed by Metal Gear Solid. Interesting. So there's two Metal Gears and there's two Metal Gear 2s.
Right.
Crazy.
Because, complicated. Because Kojima was already befuddling the waters.
Yeah. As for the original MSX2 game, Kojima was asked to take over a project from a senior associate. Metal Gear was intended to be an action game that featured modern military combat, but the MSX2's hardware limited the number of on-screen bullets and enemies, which Kojima felt impeded the combat aspect. Inspired by The Great Escape, he reversed the focus of the gameplay from shooting down the enemy to avoiding capture. The game was titled Intruder during the early planning stages.
Crazy.
Yeah. So let's try it.
Oh boy, I bet it's going to be really easy.
It's got like all the things you'd expect.
Menus.
Dudes parachuting in.
Yeah.
It's got like a radio. And you have frequencies.
Right. Oh, this is you're rescuing Miller, right?
Gray Fox, I think. Yeah. Is that
That's the same person,
same
I
guy?
think.
Yeah.
Might be.
Yeah.
Master
so I got
Miller.
my T receiver.
Got to receive your tea in case you get low on tea.
And I'm not sure what this is about. Big Boss speaking.
This is Big Boss.
You are to
Get off my
infiltrate
island.
the enemy's fortress, Outer Heaven.
Oh, I think Big Boss turns on you at the end,
Oh,
or are you
maybe.
Big Boss? I don't remember.
Turns out he was the bad guy, yeah.
Yeah.
Then destroy their final weapon, Metal Gear. First attempt to contact missing our gray fox. Then try to find the Metal Gear. Use frequency 12085 for all communication with me.
Remember that.
Sirens.
I can't hear him on my side.
No, in the game.
Oh, in the game.
Okay, so looks like I can just punch. Oh, I'm getting sleepy.
He is getting sleepy.
Nice of him to announce it. I fell asleep.
I feel asleep.
Oh yeah. I feel asleep.
I feel asleep, you guys.
Oh, there's a bunch of dogs here.
Oh, they don't get sleepy or feel
Oh.
asleep.
How can I sneak by the dogs?
Throw meat.
I
You don't have
any
meat.
meat.
Damn it, Solid Snake. Metal Snake. I don't know your
Oh
name.
no! Oh no! I'm already dead.
Here, don't cry for you.
Dogs have eaten me alive.
Uh-huh. I always knew you were going to die by being eaten by dogs.
Yeah?
Yeah. I think you won that in high school, too.
That's true. Most likely to be eaten by dogs.
Yeah.
But that was most likely to be eaten by a three-headed dog.
True. But, I mean, variance, like 5% margin for error. I think a regular dog is 5% off of a three-headed dog.
Go, 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 go! I'm not sure how you do that part.
Huh.
Oh, no.
These games have always felt so obtuse to me. But that includes Metal Gear Solid 1.
Oh, shit. Damn.
It's rough shit.
There must be a way to sneak by these dogs.
Maybe. I'm not an expert on dog handling.
What do you think? Wow, man. This is a hard game to find on this list.
Oh, I believe it.
Oh, there it is.
But it was hard.
Let's play domino tennis. Getting sleepy. I feel asleep.
Oh, I feel asleep. Poor guy. Maybe he's narcoleptic.
I guess I shouldn't even bother killing him. Oh, what?
Sure,
I
it's
can't
just
even get
senseless
through
punch.
here. What? So I have to wake up these dogs.
Hmm.
Oh! Get out of the way. Oh no! I'm getting these are the worst guards.
They're idiots.
They just stand around yelling, "I'm getting sleepy."
Yeah, announcing their intentions.
Ooh, binoculars. Oh. Oh, right. I guess I can, like, equip other stuff? Whoa, I don't have anything, though.
Oh.
What is that noise?
I'm opening a package of stickers of some kind.
Ooh. Oh, I have
I know, right?
cigarettes.
Oh, you can be cool. You know what dogs hate?
Stickers?
Stickers.
Cigarettes?
Cigarettes.
I don't know how to use my cigarettes.
Huh. I also don't. I'm sure it's obtuse. It's a Metal Gear game.
I know it's crazy having equipment in an NES game.
Yeah.
Oh wow, what? What? I'm in binoculars mode.
You gotta scout ahead.
I can't.
I don't know what to tell you then.
Okay, go Solid Snake, go. Ah! He's got a gun.
Oh no, you're screwed now, Solid Snake.
I'm dead.
That's the way death works.
Damn it. This game's hard.
Yeah. It's unbeatable. Are there cheats? I'll check if there's
know.
cheats.
I
There
mean,
must
this
be
guy
cheats.
should just
It's
be able to
Nintendo.
walk right past. I'm getting sleepy. Yeah, he's just falls asleep. The
Yeah.
dogs I don't get at all. But I can run past them if I do that. Oh shit. Maybe I can walk past these dogs when their heads are down?
Oh, just go carefully.
And this guy sucks because I have to beat him twice to get the... What? I still have the binoculars. It like saved my progress.
Oh.
Okay, can I like use the binoculars from here?
Wouldn't you like that?
Oh, whoa.
I guess there's a password screen. I can get you a bunch of cheats.
Oh, so these binoculars just show like the next path down.
Huh.
It's kind of cool. Sure. Nice
If you
to
can
be
find
in-
the password screen, I don't know where it is.
Oh, well, you gotta find that first.
Oh, it just says enter the following on the password screen. I'm assuming it's right at the end, like right when
Oh.
you start the game. Yeah.
I don't know how to get a game over actually.
Huh.
Oh shit. That was probably it. Continue.
Start new game with all key cards. Start new game with all weapons, full ammo.
Oh, there we go. What do I want?
Do you want to go right to the end boss? Do you want to start the game from the beginning with all weapons?
Can I be invincible?
Doesn't seem like there is. There's all weapons and items.
Maybe all weapons and items, I guess.
All right. Are you ready? Are you
Yeah.
on the game? The password? Okay. 2-1 Z1C.
Yeah.
GZZZG.
Yeah.
UOOOU.
Yep.
UYRZZ.
Yeah.
NTOZ3.
That one's
That's it.
Oh, that's it?
NTOZ3.
There it goes.
Yep.
Just...
Chimed at
Oh,
you.
I got a machine gun.
Cool.
That seems better.
It's the coolest kind of weapon.
Wow, I got a handgun, machine gun, grenade, rocket, explosive, and missiles.
Now it'll be easy to kill those dogs. How do you know it's machine? How do you know the M stands for machine?
Get out of my way, sleepy man. Oh wow, he died in one
man.
hit.
Yeah, you could have just let him sleep. It's weird. The cheat to warp to Big Boss is Diane, Jenny, Solid Snake, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Weird.
Yeah. It's the only one that seems to be anything. Yeah, those dogs really didn't stand a chance.
Yeah. Alright, let's see. Yeah! Rocket launcher.
Rocket launchers are great. I would love to shoot a rocket launcher someday.
Yeah, it's gotta be fun.
It's gotta be fun, but I bet it's expensive to shoot a rocket launcher. Like, I bet a rocket's over $100.
Oh, it's biting my butt.
Darn those butt biters.
Uh-oh. The truck have started to move.
I'd have.
Oh no. Where am I now?
I feel asleep. I don't understand where you're supposed to be going or what you're doing.
What the? So many of these screens look exactly the same.
Yeah, a lot of similar looking trucks. Or jungle.
Is this just an endless loop?
I don't know. Do you have any key cards or anything? Or
It's gotta be an endless loop.
I don't know. My brain hurts.
Getting another truck?
Oh, keep traveling. Yeah. Snake's got the travel bug.
I keep skipping those.
Like, there's got to be a way to open doors at the top. I don't know.
I tried.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, the truck house started moving.
Uh-oh. Is that good?
I think so. I think that got me out of here.
It's got to keep going between trucks.
Oh, I got a call.
Oh, it's me, Master Miller.
It's Big Boss here. Get in the truck over on the right. Over. What?
That's where I'm in. I want to meet you.
Maybe in this one? Uh-oh. The truck house started to move.
Uh-oh.
This is all Metal Gear is. Snake getting into a series of vans that he doesn't expect to move.
No, and being surprised each time.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Oh, this looks better though.
Oh, this one have moved you somewhere more useful?
Whoa! Holy crap.
That's some story.
Okay, reward me to Big Boss.
The truck have started to move. Is this the end of the game?
What?
Was that the end of the game?
I died.
Yeah, is that like the end boss of the
Oh,
game?
I don't
No,
think
have
so.
no idea.
It was just
Oh,
a
that's
tank.
just a boss? Oh, yeah.
I don't think that was Metal Gear.
Right. Oh, is Metal... I don't know shit about this game.
So what is it again? Daisy?
Oh, you wanna do the cheat to go to the end?
Yeah.
Diane, Jenny, Solid Snake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a good code. I wonder who Diane Jenny is.
Yeah. Obviously as important as Solid Snake.
Oh. Not even close.
Glad I didn't screw that up right at the end.
Oh man, I wonder if you have to do the whole thing again, or if it just goes. Be cool if
Seems
you
like
could
I have
enter.
a time limit.
Oh, maybe that's the end boss situation. Yeah, that might just be like the end boss is like a level that you have a time limit on. I don't know.
I wonder if I just beat Metal Gear.
Maybe.
Oh, well,
it's-
Solid Snake, it's amazing that you've lasted this long. Yes, it's true. Not only am I the Fox Hounder Supreme Commander, I've been the leader of the enemy fortress too. As a new and inexperienced member of our team, you were supposed to be tricked into carrying false information. But you accomplished too much, Solid Snake. You were too good. Don't think you can kill me so easily. Come and try. If I'm going to die, you're coming with me. You're coming with me.
That was moving.
He's fast. So, did he even say he was Big Boss?
I don't think he did. It does. The code does say warp to Big Boss with more than the 9 required rocket launchers to defeat him.
Oh,
So
jeez.
clearly, rocket launchers are what you want to be doing.
Well, yeah, he just annihilated me there.
Hmm.
But I didn't look at my other weapons.
Hmm. Gotta get in with those rocket guns.
Let's see what I got. Oh, yeah, I got explosives and rocket guns and mines.
Nice. You can always use mines and fight him like Bomberman.
Probably. Oh wait, what? Uh-oh. Oh no, I lost my machine gun.
You had a save state, didn't you?
Yeah, that's true. I can just say load it from right there.
Yeah.
I only need the machine gun for this beginning part, I think.
The room where everyone just swarms you like crazy people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As soon as you step in. Oh. Let's do this.
Yeah. I've been waiting for you.
It's amazing. Oh man. Shut up. Am I the fox? I think it's just Foxhounder.
He's the Foxhounder. Is that what a hound that hunts fox is called? They are the hounder of fox. It doesn't have to be a dog. It's just something that hounds it. Yeah.
Oh,
Take your son
Kojima.
out fox hunting and he can be the hounder.
Just another Kojima-ism.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So overwrought. This is such an epic boss struggle. Hard to believe that this eventually becomes you walking down a microwave hallway mashing X so you don't die. Video games have come a long way. It almost looks like your missiles don't even reach him, but when it hits him.
Yeah. It is weird. Oh no. Oh no. Whoa, what happened? Oh, I went out of the room. Damn it.
Oh no. What is that? What the hell?
Didn't know you could do that.
What a game.
Alright, Big Boss, I got your number.
Oh, that's amazing.
Got them all. Just gonna make a save state after this speech.
We should read the whole thing every time. But find a different accent to do each time.
Maybe I'll try to switch sides with them,
Oh,
so I don't accidentally walk out the door.
that sounds like a high level play.
That's high strat.
Yeah,
A little strat in this game.
I don't think I can pull it off. The switcheroo, you're doing some castling.
Okay. Oh, did I? Shit.
What?
I didn't change my gun.
Oh no.
Oh, there we go. Oh. This is better.
You're more set up.
Closer to him. The rockets don't take half an hour to get to him.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
that's
don't
not
miss
ideal.
half the time. He's not shooting me. He's dead.
There's a better setup.
But now what do I do?
That's a great question.
Ah!
How much time do you have left?
500 seconds.
Yeah, you're fine. Whatever. I don't know what yet.
I died.
Oh no.
I don't know what even killed me. Huh.
The fox die. Must have been fox die.
Huh. I don't know what happened there.
I don't know what you're supposed to even do. That's weird. That's really bizarre.
Now I have no rockets.
Damn it.
I mean, he's dead still.
Huh.
I've got
Well-
mines and stuff.
What do you have to do? How do you beat Metal Gear Solid? Metal Gear. Can you go in those? Are those doors at the top of the boss fight room?
Oh, they are.
Ha.
There's 3 of them. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I took B.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Oh. I have to do it.
I believe in you.
Snake Eater. This is just super long
Oh,
elevator
man.
sequence.
Maybe you'll dine on a tree frog.
Still in a dream, Snake Eater. I'm gonna die in this elevator.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Famous last words. I'm gonna die in this elevator.
What is going on?
You took the long elevator. You took the slow one.
Oh no. Wow, so I didn't progress at all.
What?
I just went down 1 square.
That's nuts. Kojima, you've done it again.
Even though he had nothing to do with this one.
No.
Another B. No.
Oh man. I didn't think this game could feel so high stakes in the end.
Yeah.
Huh.
I'm gonna throw explosives at these guys when they do
That'd be
this.
such a cool plan. You don't have very many though.
Dang. I killed myself.
Oh, that's pretty cool. That's a really
Yeah.
baller move.
Didn't know you could. Looks like this game has like unlimited continues though. It's just passwords, I guess.
Right.
Alright, that's
That's
the
something. A haunting sounding noise.
knocking.
Oh, that was knocking.
Yeah, I think. I don't know. It's something. I think from above.
Mm.
The
May have been a
work-
ghost.
The workers above me.
Ooh.
Okay, what is at the end of this game?
I have.
Whoa!
I wish I could tell you.
I did it.
You beat it?
Yeah.
Nice. Add it to the list of games you beat.
This is Solid Snake. The Metal Gear has been destroyed. Operation Intrude N313 is a success.
Operation Intrude is a bad name for an operation.
It's over. Everything at last.
Wow. Succinct. That's like as good of writing as Kojima's ever done.
Oh, I got a Spot News report.
Spot News?
Yeah. Today
I
at
don't
dawn, there was apparently a large-scale earth tremor in the region of... What? This is your computer speaking. Here are the creators of your Metal Gear game. Whoa.
What a game.
It's in-game credits. Huh. Well, I'd like to play the Kojima Metal Gears one day.
The MSX ones?
Yeah.
Yeah. Totally. Do we have to have the Subsistence Special Edition to play them, though?
Probably, or like an MSX.
That's one of my biggest regrets not buying, because it's such a cool looking game and I didn't buy it.
Yeah,
Do you remember how the Subsistence was like the green camouflage cover?
Oh, right.
And the Subsistence Special Edition was that, but it was red. It looked so good. Yeah, stupid me.
Wow. Yeah.
Yep. Live and learn.
Well, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the show.
That's the show. We did it.
Yeah, that was jam-packed full of gaming history goodness.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for the comment, Duboyo. And
Alex
KC.
Yeah.
And thanks for everyone who voted.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of votes this week. It just split the vote. It was a good week.
Tetris is a great game. The democracy won out today.
And I was really hoping I'd have Metal Gear 4 for next week because it is a rough week.
Other than it? All right.
Yeah.
What's in there?
What else am I even going to play? Can I even play? I think we got 4 swords.
Oh, yeah.
Throw that on there. Do you have Infamous 2?
I do not. Well, I don't think I do, but that's also a PS3 game.
A couple Game Boy games I can play.
Right.
There's a few things. It's nothing great though. Duke Nukem Forever.
Crazy.
The Game Boy Advance launch. That's actually pretty good. Couple of games.
I mean, there's nothing really good in it, but it's more interesting. Yeah.
You got a Castlevania game and a Mario game.
Choo Choo Rocket.
And Choo Choo Rocket. Legend of Dragoon. Don't know if anybody's interested in seeing that one. Prototype 2009.
I don't have that one.
What?
I don't have Prototype. Prototype I remember because it came out the same week as Infamous. That was crazy.
Right.
They were
They're
angsty
rival
games about fake superheroes.
Yeah, where you could be good or evil. Yeah, so that's a preview of next week. It'll probably be a combination of some of those games.
Delicious.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. Be out tomorrow. You can vote again tomorrow. And on Friday it'll be Jack in the Box game fun.
We're gonna jack in a whole bunch of box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that'll be great.
Yeah, we'll make it fun and not creepy.
Hopefully I'll be a little less sick or something or whatever. Tired.
We'll get you some pep pills.
Yeah, that's all I need.
Yeah.
Get me through the day. Alex Casey says make it fun.
Make it fun. That's the goal.
Yeah.
You know, I've been wearing a crown for 2 weeks now.
In Animal Crossing?
No, in Jackbox Party Pack. I've had it on for 2 straight weeks.
That's true.
I still haven't gotten a crown in Animal Crossing. That sucks.
You know what I realized though? Remember, I think it was Duboyo who said he bought a crown for all his villagers.
Yeah,
they're over $1 million.
They're over $1 million.
Yes.
Wow. I mean, I've got enough in the bank now that I could buy a crown if I wanted.
Did you see the seasonal items for?
No, what are they?
It's great. It's a handmade crown.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, and a handmade cape.
Oh, those are amazing. I should buy them.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Sweet. Well, I'm going to get on that. I never look at the seasonal items page is the problem. It was just that stupid Mother's Day mug for so long.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's been that forever. They just changed it today or yesterday or whatever, June 1st.
Look.
Yeah. That's going to be fun. Cool. I actually got to load up mine and see. I haven't even checked my turnips today, so I don't know what they were this morning.
You should go do some fishing after 4 o'clock. Yeah. Shark season, man.
Shark
It's
season.
the getting's good.
That's true.
There's also some really big, cool river fish that
Fill
sell
up-
for like 15,000.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, like a Dorado and an arowana. And,
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can fill up some of those big fish areas in the museum.
Totally. Yeah, my museum now has a really good shark tank
Nice.
that only ever used to have the big school of fish in it.
Oh, right.
Now it's got those sharks in it.
It's
and
weird.
that's
I got a
great.
few things in there. I got like a mahi.
Oh yeah. I
Yeah.
consider that one of the sharks. I also only have gone to my museum like twice ever.
Yeah.
I try to keep the surprises good.
Yeah.
There's also the Emperor butterfly has shown up,
Oh,
so you can add a new butterfly to your butterfly room.
nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good stuff. Beetles on trees are here now.
Yeah, that's the only new bug I've actually even seen so far.
Huh.
It's
Oh, and
weird.
mosquitoes and fireflies. Fireflies are awesome.
Cool.
I wonder. I'm waiting for Flick to show up because I wonder if a statue of a firefly glows.
Probably.
That'd be pretty cool.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, because then I would do away with any of my town lighting and just put firefly statues all over the place.
Yeah.
It'd
That'd
take
be
years to do,
fantastic.
but yeah. Sweet,
Well, yeah, I'm gonna go do that.
nice. Animal Crossing.
Yeah. So we'll see you next
Oh.
time for another episode of Answer Pants and his Quarantine Jam.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
it's that time again.